of encouragement from the coach. Got to 50 runs. So the diminutive spinner again, and that could be close. Goes for a sweep shot to a full pitch delivery. A lot of excitement from the bowler, but umpire not giving the LBW decision on that occasion. Again goes for a cross-batted shot. This time got it to square leg for a single. So 55 off 11 in the 12th over now. Good delivery. Just tempted him into the drive, but beat him in the flight perhaps. Didn't quite get to the pitch of the ball. Batsman practices a leave. Just tuned in, welcome to coverage of the 4th International Schools Tournament here in Corfu. As we see all Indian fixture in Group B, the Ebenezer International School against the City Montessori School. The Ebenezer team batting first. Currently just past 50 in the 12th over. It's just short of a length, allows him to rock onto the back foot, play it through mid-wicket, comfortable single. Just a reminder that these two teams are both trying to qualify for the semi-finals on Friday, tomorrow being a free day. In order to do so, they'll either have to top the group, which is looking unlikely in Group B, as Goenka School from Surat have 2 wins out of 2, so they are sitting comfortably on the top of the table. So it might be an opportunity to get the best placed second team, have a chance to get through into that semi-final. The other teams still play on Friday and Saturday in the ranking fixtures, which will determine the final placings for the tournament. So still lots to play for all of the teams. And elsewhere this morning, at Marina Ground, Joburg are playing Jane A. And at the Masongi Ground, Corfu Schools Academy playing Jane B. So lots of cricket Corfu this morning. And as the morning develops, more and more intrigued spectators pause as they walk around this historic town. A lot of British tourists come here, and some are surprised to find cricket being played. Pull up a chair, have a coffee, one ouzo and metse, and and enjoy a sight which many of them will be familiar from back home in England. Lots of noise from both teams. I think they realise this is a crucial period of the game. 54 for 5 off 12 overs. Attempts to work that to the leg side, but just comes off the pad. They go through for a single. But, leg bye not given, so it's been some bad on that. Sun just starting to peep through the clouds. Beautiful sunshine yesterday morning here at Esplanada. A little bit of rain forecast for tomorrow, but no fixtures tomorrow. It's a free day before the business end of the tournament begins on the Friday and Saturday, and the final will be played at the Masongi ground at 3 o'clock on Saturday. Attempted sweep shot and given straight in front. The umpire's view would have gone on to hit perhaps middle and leg, and that is the 6th wicket down. Ebenezer losing another wicket. So success for the Montessori school. Nice to take the 6th wicket. 54 for 6 now in the 13th over. Lockmean, the departing batsman. LBW shout from third man. Have good eyes to see Judge and LBW from there. It's a slightly uncertain start by the new batsman. Be well advised just to get a feel for the pace of the bowling and how the pitch is playing before trying anything too adventurous. Just driven that down the ground, sent back by his partner as it's collected by mid-off. Cheeky there from the bowler, just seeing the non-striker leave his crease. Backing up too far, just stopped at the bows off. A warning for the non-striker there. Played into the leg side, but no run. Is the end of the 13th over. 56 for 6 with 13 gone. The loss of that wicket's just slowed the scoring rate a little. attempted a big smash over mid-wicket, but only got the toe end of the bat on it, and it just dribbled back to the bowler. Again, that's a good line and length. All the batsman could do there is prod forward, play it gently out onto the leg side. Lots of advice from the coach. Take it easy, he says. Batsman frustrated with himself there. Again, coiled up for a big hit, but only popped up on the offside, managed to get through for a single. One out attempt as that just came out. They might get an extra run here as there's a fumble by the square leg fielder. Come back for two. Get over this from the bowler. Found a good line and length, just varied the pace. The batsmen, despite a lot of effort, haven't been able to get him away to the boundary as yet. Still a few more balls to come. That one's a bit fuller, just lost his shape when playing that. This comes down to mid-on. And another single to the score. It's the end of the 14th over. $60 for 6 off the 14th. So 6 overs to go. Be looking to get up around the 100 mark. It's well fielded at mid-wicket. Just driven a bit uppishly through extra cover, through a single. It's difficult to drive with confidence on this pitch with this ball. Tends to just sit up. Lots of shouts of play it cool. Full toss played down the grounds, not going to be 4, but they come back for 2. Wide. Lost his radar a bit there, just went down past leg stump. outside edge, ends up going to backward points for a single. Full toss. Played to square leg. Another single. Quite got his line and length right in this over. Hit that quite powerfully. That should be 4. It's gone underneath the cart. Lots of shouts from the Ebenezer camp. First boundary for a while. Just veering onto the legs again, and this time firm connection. Short of a length and towards mid-wicket, slight slip from the fielder. Waiting a single. 71 to 6 or 15. Short mid-wicket in. This is a catching position. And that's gone. Just rots onto the back foot, looked to play it behind square on the leg side, but cleaned him up. And that's the 7th wicket down. 71 for 7. Field's in now for the new batsman. Short mid-wicket, mid-on. Short leg. Also brought the field up on the offside. A mid-off cover, extra cover point. That's another gone. Just looked to open his stance and guide it through the vacant gully region. just took off bail off, and that's the 8th wicket down. Ebenezer in danger of not batting their full 20 overs. So Montessori School will know that just 2 wickets away from wrapping up this Ebenezer innings early. Just stopped by cover, no run. This could be out. That's just out in the reach of the short mid-wicket. Not much technique from these Ebenezer tail. Just looking to manufacture strokes. And I think the fielders would be well advised to stay on their toes, as they may see a catch coming their way.
I'll take over for 5 minutes. Can I take over for 5 minutes to help you out or give you a break?
You can join me if you like, to get your...
Yeah, sure. Mahabubullah.
Joined here by Mahabubullah. Good morning to you.
Thank you, Tim. Good morning to all the viewers. It's been one of the beautiful day here in Corfu. Score now is 72 for 8. Ebenezer.
Just worked out on the leg side, just go through for a quick single. Yeah, it's been an interesting innings, isn't it? A couple of the wicket on the very first ball, of course, and then a little bit of rebuilding in the middle of the innings, but now potentially in danger of not completing their full 20 overs.
Certainly, I very much agree with you, Tim. Though initially they had a weak start-up, but eventually they are trying to make it up for that. It's just more, not much proper batsmen left in the team. So these two are the proper players, batsmen in the team so far.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of sort of manufactured strokes square of the wicket.
Yes, yes.
I think with the ball they're using today, it's quite difficult to drive the ball with confidence.
Very much. The man on the non-striker end is the proper batsman, and this person, Mr. Varun, he's just learning to play the proper shots. But hopefully they'll try to play all the 20 overs.
The bowling's been quite good in patches, a few wides here and there, but also some consistent line and length.
Yeah, very much.
And I think of these two teams, Montessori probably the best chance of getting into the semi-finals.
They're one more wicket down. Mr. Varun has been bowled down.
He seems a bit confused though. He's been told to go by the umpire, I think.
Yes.
I think that just clipped top of leg, did it?
And in fact, the batsman didn't know where the ball was.
Right. So 9th wicket down.
Well, I must say that the Montessori Lucknow team has been operating as a team. They're supporting their bowlers. The fielders have, whenever they're able to field, they've been cheered by their teammates. So it's good to see they're working as a team, and the result is seen there.
I think that's one of the benefits of these kind of tournaments, is it really allows the players to bond on a foreign tour, get that team spirit and camaraderie.
Yeah, very much, and that's a perfect example of this team's performance.
So Slightly nervous shot there. Went out to point, well fielded.
Yes.
No run.
He wanted to start the scorecard ticking.
Saw yesterday actually that although there have been some big scores in the past on this ground,
Yeah.
some of the players have found it difficult to adjust to the different ball.
Yes.
And yesterday we saw winning scores in double figures rather than
Okay.
3 figures. So Ebenezer should be encouraged by that. That's an outside edge, but choose not to run.
Well, looking at the Empire, Ebenezer's previous 2 matches, the recent match which they played against the Goenka, they scored 151 for loss of 4 wickets. But today it is totally a different ball game, and they've already pulled down 9 wickets down, and they're struggling at this moment. But I hope they try to play all the 20 overs. That should be the key and the focus for these 2 batsmen at this moment.
I think there'll be some pride from the coach if they can do that. This last pair.
Yeah.
It can be difficult to come in and score runs when the more established batsmen in front of you haven't necessarily done the job themselves, but
Very, very true.
opportunity to maybe get yourself up the order for the next game.
Yeah, in fact, the message from the team must be for the non-striker batsman, Mr. Astro, to hold on the other side and let the other person bat.
It's gone down the leg side and given us a wide.
Looks like their projected total will be roughly around 100, but since there are hardly a couple of overs left, maybe that could be very tough for them to score 100.
Yeah, perhaps somewhere around the 85 mark, depending on whether they can get a breakthrough here.
Yeah.
What do you make of this ground here? Very historic setting.
Oh, it is indeed. It's one of the historical and beautiful grounds in Corfu compared to the other 2s.
It's a big shot on the leg side. This could be 6, could be out though. Interesting. Landed directly on the rope, I'd suggest.
1 bounce.
Well, some people are saying 6, some people are saying 4. The umpire's going to make his mind up. He's given 4.
The officials are there. And
Yeah, he's given 4. We're very close to the maximum there, but just landed just inside.
It's a very confident shot on the leg side. Mr. Srinivas happens to be a proper batsman, and he's been playing for the school for last 3-4 years, and he's the last quality batsman in the team.
He's played on the leg side as well, but well fielded. Deep backward square, just restricts it to 1. Good bit of fielding there on the boundary. So yeah, cricket first played this ground at 1823. The British Navy landed and played a game, and then the locals were looking on, intrigued, and formed their own teams, and that's why there's strong heritage of cricket on this island in Greece. Attempted caught and bowled there, a lot of endeavour, didn't quite get to it, and looks like he's hurt his knee a little.
Well, as you rightly said, Tim, it's been more than 200 years old history this ground has. But one of the things which I appreciate the locals is they have kept the legacy of the cricket alive, and they have been taking care of the ground very well.
So from my point of view, coming from England, it's a very popular tourist destination for English people, Corfu, because of the historical links, and you can get here quite easily. And you can see they come in and they think, oh, they see a familiar sight from home, and they come pull up a chair and have a coffee, some Mets say perhaps. This could be the end. He's just dropped that, just popped out of his elbows, I think, when he hit the ground. So a bit of a let off there. They pull up a chair and see what's going on.
The coffee and just relax. Well, I think the 18 overs have been completed now, and 2 more overs to go. The score now is 79 for 9. So one last pair is on the ground.
So these are Group B matches, and I think Goenka are heading Group B at the moment after 2 victories, so they'll be best placed to progress into the semi-final as the winner of Group B. But then, of course, you have the best placed second team.
Very much.
That's the prize for this team. Mainly, I would suggest the Montessori team if they could overhaul this target when they bat. There'll be some calculations done tonight, no doubt, to see who progresses into those semi-finals.
Yeah, looking at Lucknow has lost both the matches, and this is their last chance. So last pair is operating at this moment, and Srinivas, which is a proper recognized batsman, is at the crease. Probably he might be looking at trying to have a couple of boundaries to at least to make up for the last overs left out.
So I understand that Lucknow actually host their own tournament, which is coming up in December. I think.
Yes.
They have their own stadium in the school, which looks very impressive. Can you tell us a little bit more about that tournament?
Yeah, the Montessori Lucknow is one of the school which is in the Guinness Book of World Records. The reason for that is they have got 48,000 students at one city at a given time. And there are almost every year.
Just pause there while we see a good shot down the ground. I think that might have gone for 4. Just bisected long off and long on. Not a bad place to put it, straight over the bowler's head.
Oh, he's been lucky enough, and for the team as well as for himself. I'm hopeful that he will try to at least make it up at least for the 90 runs on the board. Yeah, coming back to the Lucknow school, they have got 48,000 students each year, and which is the Guinness Book of World Records. And also they have all kind of sports disciplines.
Just played off his toes. It's a square leg and well run for a single. Good to see this bit of urgency from this last wicket pair as they look to nudge the score up towards 100.
I'm hopeful that they will hold the fort till the last over, hopefully.
Hold the fort, with the fort being to our left. Nice analogy used there.
Well said.
There's a great tradition of wit in cricket commentary. It's LBW shout as he looks to work that off his legs, but I think possibly going down the leg side. So 48,000 students, that's on multiple sites across one city, presumably.
No, in one huge campus. The campus is almost nearly around 77 acres, more than that. Huge campus it is.
So if you've got 48,000 students, it must be quite difficult to get into the first 11.
Oh, well, yes. Each section has... the school tried to promote every game. Football, cricket, hockey.
It's just played out into the covers, but no run.
It's the end of 19 overs and last over to go.
Always a sense of expectancy in the last over, isn't there?
You
know that the batsmen are going to go for their shots, but in doing so, of course, they present the bowler with a chance of a wicket. So it's always an exciting time in any cricket match, and I think the viewers today, we maybe have a mixture of those that know their cricket well, perhaps following back in India.
Very much.
But also perhaps some that haven't watched much cricket before and
Well,
are trying to learn the rules. It can be quite a complex game for those who haven't seen it before.
So Mr. Srinivas, who is a batsman at the striker end, which is increases the chances of the score being taken up to 90, which is a projected total from the team point of positive. So 90 is what the call is. So now it's 84.
They could go past that perhaps if...
Yeah, they'll have some defendable total on the board.
The highest score we saw here yesterday was 88, being chased. So I think you're in the game, even though it doesn't seem a big score for a 2020. I understand that Jane's School got 309 here earlier in the week. That's cross-batted down to a long on, but chose not to take the single. Looks like he might be trading in boundaries in this over.
Certainly, yes. That's
As you were suggesting.
Yeah.
Quite a big gap here between mid-wicket and long on, maybe looking for that. Goes out towards mid-wicket, again doesn't opt to take the single. Presumably he won't do that for 6 balls though.
I'm not sure that.
Or maybe push for a 2.
Yeah, this time he will definitely would like to make it up for the 2 dot balls.
As you'd expect, the fielder's right on the boundary looking to protect it here. He's gone for a big shot there. That's well placed, as I was saying actually.
So I'm glad that he covered up for the first 2 dot balls, and it's a fantastic boundary.
I think he might have been listening to me as well, because I was talking about the gap between long
Yes.
on and mid-wicket, and it's exactly what he went for. So nice to get one right as a commentator occasionally. Quite often you get made to look foolish.
He's
Tried to repeat the dose there, didn't he? But
he's trying to play the scoop shot, but he completely missed. So far 3 dot balls and just 4 runs from the 4 balls.
takes a bit of
So
courage
2
for
more to go.
a young spinner in these kind of circumstances as well, being entrusted with the final over. You know that the batsman's going after you with quite short boundaries. So steep learning curve for a young bowler.
Very much. I very much agree with you, Tim. And I appreciate the confidence put into him from the captain.
Didn't quite get hold of that one, and there's again declined to
So
run as it went out towards mid-wicket. Lots of encouragement from his teammates.
as per the projected total, so far they have reached 88 and 1 ball to go and 1 wicket to spare. But
Interesting to see what the bowler does here. Does it go with his stock delivery or a bit of variation? Goes with his stock delivery. And I
end of
think
the
he
innings.
possibly looked to hit that a bit too hard. But anyway, didn't make contact. So that's the end of the innings. So we think 88, do we think?
Approximately, yeah, I think the score is
89, we're being told.
90 to win.
So 90 to win. At the break.
Break for about 10 minutes.
So it was innings that got off to a slow start for Ebenezer with the wicket on the very first ball, and then they lost, I think, 3 or 4 wickets in the first
Yeah.
4 overs. But then they rebuilt during the middle of the innings, and they've got to a respectable total. So it's going to be an exciting second half of this game.
Tim, looking at the weather around, looks like there might be a little bit of showers can be expected. If the showers come onto the ground, then the grass will take up the retard the speed of the ball.
Indeed. Let's hope we've got waterproof cameras as well. I think we might have a short break now and come back to you for the resumption of this match.
At 11:10.
So thank you for
Pleasure
joining
is
me,
all mine.
and thank you very
I'll
much.
catch up again.
Thank you.
Welcome.
So welcome back after the short innings break. We are watching the Montessori School Lucknow look to chase down 90 for victory against their compatriots Ebenezer. The opening batsman is Vishal on strike. We have a conventional field, no slips. It's going to be an exciting innings. That's first up's full toss. Slightly surprised the batsman, just popped up on the leg side. Valiant attempt by the bowler for a caught and bowled. So, fell into no man's land in the end. Slightly less dramatic than the opening of the first innings, which was a wicket. Very first ball of the game. Just prodded at that outside off stump, but the umpire gives a wide. Good bit of pace by this bowler. Just met talking about how tourists come to the square, see a cricket match coming down and pull up a chair. Just been speaking to a couple over from the Isle of Wight in England, enjoying the game. Never seen gold pads before, but the wicketkeeper's sporting gold pads. Another full toss. That's well played, just help round the corner. That's well fielded. Square leg. Deep square leg. Brings Kumar onto strike. If you're watching and want to send any questions through about Greek cricket or the tournament, cricket in general, you're on Twitter, contact through at Cricket Atlas. Good to hear from you. That's an LBW shout, but I think got outside the line there. Lots of encouragement by both teams. The sun hasn't quite broken through today as it did yesterday. Still a nice ambient temperature. As we see the next delivery, again a full toss. Just played up the pitch, back to the bowler. He fields off his own bowling and there's no run. That's a good stroke, just pierced the field between point and extra cover. Just pulled up in front of the boundary, well fielded. Some relay effort in the field there. 2 runs. It's well played, just moved across the crease and defended it out on the offside. And that's the end of the first over. So, run rate required, 4.5 and over, chasing 90. It's 4 off the first over. Just getting a feel for the pace of the pitch. The point I've been making, it's using a different ball at this ground due to the cars and the proximity. It does take a bit of getting used to for the players who have been using a conventional ball in the Masongi and Marina grounds. It's a slightly different feel off the bat. Has caused a few errors. So we have a spinner here, Gerbu. Looks like he's just going to take 1 or 2 paces. And that's slow left arm. That's got a lot of loop on it. That's just helped. Just paddled round a square leg for a single. Talking to a lot of these players last night at the hotel, a lot of excitement about the Indian Premier League, which is just kicked off back in India, looking to follow the scores, follow their heroes. But also trying to qualify for the semi-finals to give them a chance of lifting the trophy come Saturday afternoon back at Masongi Beach for the much anticipated final, which will be followed by spectacular closing ceremony. We have a short mid-wicket in for Gerbu now. Comes round the wicket. Good line and length there. That's a bit short and may be punished. Misfield there, square leg, but they get away with it. Missed out a bit there, could have just waited, put it either in front of square or behind square. Could well have got a boundary, but as it was, straight to square leg. Left hand, right hand partnership causing alterations to the field. Keshav directing the fielding. That's a lot of flight on that one, but it's gone down the leg side and called as a wide. Went for a sweep there, got a top edge over the keeper, went through for a single. Again, that's short. Gets it behind square this time. It's going out towards the boundary. 2 fielders converge to settle for a single. So 2 overs gone, 9 without loss. Good bit of pace, that's nicely played off his toes. To fine leg for a single. It's on a stump, giving us a wide, leaking a few extras here. Ebenezer. It's nicely played, just deflected deep of point. Allowed them to come through for a single. It's well fielded, but there's a good understanding between these two batsmen, running well between the wickets. And just rotating the strike and seizing on the bad ball, which is a very sensible tactic. Chasing 4.5 and over. It's a false stroke by Vishal. Looked to turn it on the leg side, got a leading edge and almost presented a chance for a caught and bowled. That's down the leg side, giving us a wide. Struggling with his line. Oh dear. Bit of a comedy of errors out there in the field. It's a drop catch. Bowler can't believe it. Holds his head. And lets off for Kumar. It's a good ball. LBW shout, maybe going over the top, maybe got outside the line. That might have been out, would have been out on a direct hit. Couple of drops of rain, but nothing too serious at the moment. It's all been happening in the last two deliveries. It's a drop catch and then LBW shout and a swiftly run by. Gerbu continuing with his loopy spin. Struck powerfully, but straight to square leg. Slippy out there with a couple of raindrops and the thought about two, just settled for one in the end. Just played slightly behind square on the offside. His pace Gerbu really needs to make sure that it's pitched up. Tempt the batsman to drive down the ground where mid-on and mid-off await. Field set back a bit for Vishal. Goes for a slog sweep on the leg side, but doesn't connect. Connects this time, and it just goes down towards third man for a single. Again, short of length, pulls. Another single. That's cleverly played. Just open the face, run it to point, soft hands, allowing them to come through for the single. Intelligent batting by this young pair. Might be a wide on the leg side, it's given. It's given. Leg before wicket, just came across in his stance and got struck in front. Umpire finger raised, and it's the first wicket down. Ebenezer in the light blue celebrate. Vishal returns to his players with a few words on where he should have hit that ball from his coach. Full toss down the leg side, given. It's a wide. It's well played, just steered to point, but too powerfully to enable them to come through for a single. Driven to cover, no run. That's well played, soft hands Used the pace of the ball, deflected it down to third man for a single. Short delay here, as those shiny golden pads of the wicketkeeper. Just adjusting the straps. Sun's starting to break through after those couple of minutes of very light drizzle. Brighter again now, and a number of spectators beginning to build. Car park filling up. Coaches have arrived. Another spinner for Ebenezer. That's nicely worked square on the leg side for a single. Yeah. Very loopy and might be wide it is. Put a lot of air on that ball, but just lacked the direction. A lot of bounce on that, but Kima did quite well. It's like misfield there. It's square leg, allows him to come through for a single. Rumit on to strike. Looks to be a technically accomplished young player. Showed some good use of the wrists, good balance. That's nicely driven to mid-off. Comfortable single. It's on the sixth over now. It's 23 for 1. Kick outside edge towards shot third man for single. Kumar. A bit flatter, that's given him room to free his arms. That's well fielded. Think about 2, settle, wisely settle for 1. well fielded out on the cover boundary. He's missed out there, Rumit. Full toss, but he hit it straight at mid-wicket. It could have been 4 if it got past him. It's flatter and shorter. It's pulled away. Going out towards the boundary, will be picked up. I think about 3 here, settled for 2. Too short on that occasion. And the long hop. Was forced away on the inside, on the offside, sorry. Given us a wide this time. Outside off. Again, he finds the full toss, but he finds the man. Missing out on a couple of opportunities here. Rumit. From the leg spinner. It's played to point, and again the good understanding between these two. Set off as soon as he hits it. It's a bit shorter, cut away, it could be a chance. That is a stunning catch. Full length dive to his left. And young Kumar will feel a bit aggrieved at that. Could have kept it on the ground, but hard to take when you fall to a wonder catch like that. Brings Shubham to the crease for the second wicket in the 7th over. One of those catches you just take on instinct. They either stick or they don't. Great feeling to take a catch like that. So 34, 2 of 7. Hit to cover, single. So it's deflected down the third man. Again, the non-striker willing to run. Quickly, good understanding. Just rotating this strike. Rotating the strike well, we're looking missed out on a couple of potential boundaries. Just as I say that, he strikes a powerful 4. It's too short on that occasion. Got into a good position, played it directly under his eyes. Good technique. Well played into the covers. And the same again. Into the covers for a single. Ebenezer may want to think about cutting off that by moving short extra cover into position. Chasing 90, 2 overs to go before the mid-innings break. And Suri will be a profitable 2 overs, taking out quickly more than halfway towards this target with 8 wickets in hand, and they're going to run for the overthrow. Again, cleverly played. Toss, squared a wicket, could be caught. Just saying it'd been a while since a boundary. It's a gentle full toss, and that was swung away well. It's bisected the boundary riders on the square leg boundary. Outside edge. Safe enough. Shot between cover and mid-off. to batsman well, running well between the wickets, seizing on the loose ball. Sunshine. LBW shot there, but outside the line, playing shot. This time he just clips it into the leg side for a single. Short and just again played the soft hands square on the offside this time to point. And, they're getting singles at will, this pair. So the mid-innings, and Montessori in a chase of 90 have reached 59 for the loss of 2 wickets. Be back with you after a short break. Esplanade ground. Very short mid-inning break there. Montessori looking increasingly confident in this chase of 90 to wrap up victory this morning against their countrymen from the Ebenezer School. The feature of this innings has been the running between the wickets. A mature batting from these young, understanding that it don't just need to have power and boundaries to win games, also rotate the strike and put away the bad ball. They've shown a lot of good technique. That's a good ball, just outside the outside edge, whistled past the edge. Encouragement for the bowler. It's a wide outside off. It's driven into the covers. Misfield allows them to come through. It's gone straight through. See what the umpire gives there, gives buys. So that didn't touch anything. Good over for Montessori. 11 gone, 67. Just 23 now required for victory. And 8 wickets in hand. Strong position for the Montessori school. I'm looking out. We heard earlier 48,000 students in the Guinness Book of World Records for the largest school on a single campus. Bells of the church sounding there for midday. It's a nice looking drive. That's just goes down to mid off for a very pleasant single. It's a bit short, just played out into the offside, but no run there. Quicker that delivery, but gets the direction wrong. So leg side wide. Angles the face or